listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me,
the only other host,
always is, well, not
the
always.
only other host.
So I'm here with Momba, and Tony's usually
Sans Tony. We are Sans Tony today.
Well, not really. Kind of. So Tony was supposed to be here at 7:30.
He was the one that said, I have Orange Theory. Also, I have to vape. So be here at 7:30, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. So it's 8:03 in the evening, and Tony's not here yet. And he texted us a couple minutes ago saying, I'll be there in 20 minutes.
At that point, just stay home.
So he went to Orange Theory, and then he went to go eat with our friend Turok. But, dude, you knew you had to record. Why the fuck you get here? You said 7:30. It's 8 o'clock.
Also, I'm not one to judge because I'm sitting in Tony's spot right now, and the camera is adding 50 more pounds. I don't know why. Sitting in that spot over there, for some reason, this angle of the camera makes me a lot bigger. I mean, I'm a big guy. There's no denying that, but this puts it in reality. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not one to judge, but if you're going to go work out and then you go eat burgers right after, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? I mean, I know they burn off a lot of calories.
Well, Tony doesn't really matter what he eats. He's not going to gain any weight.
Yeah, he's not going to gain any weight.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, to each their own, right?
I guess. I'm not one to judge because
you slammed 2 Little Caesars pizzas in one day
without working out.
The only thing I'm saying is if you say you're going to be here at 8 or at 7:30, at least try to be here at 7:30. Not take your sweet ass time. He's like, I'm gonna grab a bite to eat real quick. On the way.
Go through a drive-through, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Go through a drive-through. Fucking eat on the way here.
He went and sat down and ate something.
Yeah, he definitely went and sat down. Let me see what time he said that he was gonna go eat something.
Not only that, the only reason why we found out that he went to go sit down and eat because he put it on Facebook.
Yeah, because he posted it on Facebook.
He tagged himself. If we would have known that.
He said, "Fun to eat real brief and head over." That was at 6:57. Dude, it took real brief is not an hour. You take your shit to get drive-through. Stop at if you're gonna eat burgers, go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or whatever the fuck's on the way. Grab something, eat on the way here or eat here, and that's it.
I was gonna stop at a fast food restaurant because I was getting kind of hungry.
Yeah,
but I was like, it's gonna take too long because I don't know why. Traffic's really shitty right now.
I don't know why it's 8 o'clock at night.
Shittier than I know why it's shitty by your house because they closed down the intersection, right? The exit off of Cicero, which is dumb. So that makes sense, but there's traffic all over for some reason. Anyway, so I was being considerate, and I was like, I'm really hungry, but we got to get the show on the road,
right?
So I'm going to show up here.
So unlike other people we know,
that
decides to
remain nameless. The other people we know are you know what? It's getting kind of late. I better go sit down and eat.
I told these guys 7:30, but
I told these guys there. We were trying to be understanding because you guys are pretty accommodating in my schedule because I don't have a set schedule. So I'm like, okay, go do your Orange Theory thing.
Right. I was okay with it too. He said 7:30. Like that's fine, not a big deal. But when it becomes 8 o'clock after you go sit down and eat,
you didn't preface to say you had to eat.
Nope, sure
earlier.
Didn't. You had the gall to sit down and eat burgers.
That's my gripe.
I think it's gonna be both our gripes.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So I mean that's kind of annoying, but we'll get through it. I don't mind not having him here. We got to make this one quick and dirty, anyways.
Why?
Because I'm on my way here.
You always have to make every episode quick and dirty.
I know. I'm a busy man. I got stuff I got to do. I'm really busy.
No, you're not. You have absolutely nothing.
I'm very busy.
No.
Yes, because I got to take practice tests. Remember? so for those who don't know, I'm trying to better myself and get IT certifications. So I've been studying pretty hard. Junker doesn't care.
I do care.
No, you don't.
I care a lot. I'm trying to help you out.
If you cared, we wouldn't have recorded today.
What does that have to do with anything?
What if I go take this test, and what are the questions I got? Were like, say I was on the bridge, like I was like on the verge of failing or passing, depending on this one question. And this one question I would have got if I had, say, a podcast worth of time to go over it.
Bro, you known you had to take this test like months ago. You telling me that one day of podcast, a couple hours of podcasting is gonna make or break your test?
It's possible.
If that's the case, you weren't gonna pass anyway.
What if the time that I allotted to come here and record is time taken away that I would have passed?
You should have did that months ago.
I didn't know about this months ago.
Yeah, you did.
How
long would you start reading that book?
Okay. When did I start reading that book? Okay, I got that book a long time ago.
Exactly.
I got it before I went back to get my associate's
degree. There you go, see?
So when I went back...
That's like 2 years ago.
No, it was 1 year ago. I got that book 1 year ago.
Okay.
So when I went back to finish up my associates, I stopped reading because I was like, I'm not going to study for school and then study for something else. So I got lazy, stopped reading. But then I picked the book back up and finished it. And now I'm going over the material again. The point is, Junker, you're just not considerate, not understanding.
I'm not the one that's considerate. I would have been willing to record at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 5:30.
That would have been optimal.
But somebody else wanted to be here at 7:30.
We're not gonna give him attention and time though. We don't. I said we're not gonna give him attention and time.
Accident.
And you press his button.
It's one of his buttons. He has a lot of buttons.
So yeah. So hopefully I pass it, Jerker.
I hope you pass it too.
Today is September 24th.
Yeah.
All right.
You have a week?
I have a week. I take this test next. So today is Tuesday, September 24th.
Take it Monday, right? Not this Monday, but the following Monday?
I actually take it Wednesday.
The following Wednesday?
Yeah.
Not this Wednesday. Not
October 2nd.
Not a week from not a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, a week from tomorrow.
Oh, a week from tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because I was going to schedule it later, but you were like, no, you got to do it ASAP.
Yeah, you do have to do it ASAP.
Because for those who don't know, Junkyard is being a good guy. He normally doesn't. But he's trying to hook me up with a job at his... I could say that, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
He's trying to hook me up with a job at his job.
Yep.
As his boss.
You only wish.
So that's nice of him. But
I'm a great guy.
I don't think in order to get this job, right? What I need?
It'll help you. It'll
look better.
Not necessarily it'll look better. I think it'll put you above some of the competition.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying like you should definitely have to pass this.
I want to pass it just because I have to pay for these fucking tests.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I mean like if
these tests combined, I have to pay for 2 of them because it's 2 tests.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, it's called the CompTIA A+. Mm-hmm. It's like your entry-level IT certification.
Yeah.
But you got to pay to take those.
Put your mic a little bit closer to your face, sir.
And then I'm not Tony. Don't talk to me like that. I know what I'm doing. I've been recording a podcast for 5 years now. I know how close it should be to my face. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And you got to pay for it. They ain't cheap. Altogether, I paid $440. So the reason why I'm studying it so much because I ain't paying that much for nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Get your money's worth.
I know. You could always take it again, but I ain't paying that much again.
No. It's a waste of money. That's what I'm saying. So you got to pass it the first time, and then that'll help you get
and then it'll make me look
job.
It'll make me look good in front of your boss.
Yeah.
Don't I already look good though?
You'll look even better.
The reason why I say I already look good because I'm not going to say where you work, but this place that you work has an extensive application process. The reason why I say that is because when you apply, they give you a test. It's all multiple choice, but it is one of the hardest tests I've ever taken. Did you have to take that test?
Yeah, I take that. Everybody has to take that stupid ass test.
But when you applied, it was a long time ago. Do you think they changed it?
No, I think it's the same test.
That's a hard ass test.
Well, the thing is that test isn't like we don't write the questions for it.
I'm sure it's like a third party company that does it. No, I get it. I understand that.
But the thing is, like when I started working at Circuit Shitty, they had a similar test, but it was harder because
Circuit City had a test.
you had
Also, Tony's not here. Why are we drinking these? These are so bad.
That's all we have.
It's so sweet. It's like drinking a Jolly Rancher. I don't like it.
You had to take a similar test, but over the phone and hit the buttons.
Over the phone?
Yeah, to hit the buttons to like answer the questions.
Really?
Yeah, swear to God.
So what if you were taking a long ass time to? That's what you had to do.
Yeah.
For Circuit City.
Yeah.
This is before like.
Well, we had computers, but it wasn't like
No, but this
test.
this is before like free minutes.
Well, it was. You did it in the store. So they had like a phone set up for like applicants.
Oh, okay. So you're not doing it on your cell phone.
No, and they would call the number for you and would put whatever, and then you'd have to go beep 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 and answer questions.
If I had to do that now and they were using your cell phone, my cell phone, I would waste all my minutes.
Like A, press for answer number 1, 2, 3, 4.
I had fun doing it, but there was like a couple questions where I was like, "Fuck," and I was like stressing out. I was like, "Is this a throwaway test?" I was like, "Are they really going to judge me on how well I do?"
They do, because I think there was a guy that did really poorly on it, and he's like, "This guy," because it basically the way that what that test does is it kind of shows how you
think, yeah,
not how you think, more like how you are with other people, kind of type thing.
How you are, kind of.
Yeah, well, how your personality is.
You're talking about, well, because it asks you, like, do you agree, do you disagree?
Right.
But you could lie. I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, of course. But at least you have forethought to lie. Other people don't.
Yeah. They probably trip you up, too, because they're like,
they ask you the same question multiple, but different ways, yeah.
And you said your boss said I scored very high.
Yeah. But there was somebody that scored higher than you today.
Somebody scored higher than me?
Yeah.
So I had the highest?
At one point, not anymore.
Damn. Can you tell me who it is?
I don't know who it is.
You should try to find out.
I mean, I know who it is, but I don't know who it is, if that makes any sense. Like, I just know names. I don't know.
Like, I'm not saying that you met the person.
No, I don't know who it, like, these are people, like, random people off the street.
No, I get that.
Apply. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the fuck it is.
I get that. Just give me their name.
I don't remember his name.
We'll find it.
Why do you care?
Just curious.
His name's John.
John what?
John Smith.
It's hard to look up, Jacquard. Now how am I going to kill him? There was one question on that test that I probably spent 45 minutes on. And it wasn't so much that I like...
It was like, how many Little Caesars pizzas can you eat in one sitting?
No. How dare you?
It's like 1.
That would have been easy. That would have been easy.
3,
I would have got that in
4 or 5.
I would have, like, without reading the question, I would have got that. But it asked you, it had like a certain sequence. It was like a pattern. Okay, there was 3 questions like this. The first 2 were numbers. Mm-hmm. So you had to figure out the pattern in the numbers. That was easy enough. But then the third one was letters. And okay, I started looking at it from different angles. I was like, what the fuck's the pattern? And I was stressing over it. At that point, it wasn't like I didn't even care about getting the job. I just needed to figure out this fucking answer. Because if I didn't figure it out, I was going to be pissed. And it was, I think I remember the sequence. I can say it, right?
I guess.
Nobody's going to know, yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I think I forgot it now. No, it's AZEB YO.
Okay, what does that stand for? What does that mean?
So you have to figure out the pattern. So I was like, okay, well, the other ones were numbers. Maybe I have to find the corresponding number to the letter. Yeah. So I wrote out this grid.
A through B? Or A through Z?
A through Z.
1 through
26.
Or 26, yeah.
And I was trying to figure, and I was like, there's no match. And it was almost like A Beautiful Mind. Or...
Did you start writing on the window?
Started writing on the window. In my underwear.
With no shirt on?
It only 45 minutes.
With a slice of Little Caesars in your hand?
It was only 45 minutes, but in those 45 minutes, I haven't eaten, so I was emaciated. Kind of like Christian Bale and the Machinist. And
I highly doubt that.
I was in my underwear. I was trying to figure this out. Almost like Goodwill Hunting. You could be my Robin Williams. Finally, I figured it out.
Oh, good for you.
After 45 minutes. It wasn't number based. It was vowel.
Oh, okay.
So it was
A-E-I-O-U?
Yeah, it was A.
Sometimes Y?
Yeah, but that's what tricked me up. I was like, there's Y there. I'm like, Y is in the middle. So it would be a vowel. Like, why isn't it at the end? It turns out the other pattern to it, so it was vowels, and then the next letter would be the first consonant going backwards. So it was Z, and then the next consonant was B. It would jump across. So it took a while. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, you guys.
What if you got that?
Like, it was applying to NASA.
What if you got that wrong?
I didn't get it wrong.
What if you?
I didn't get it wrong.
What if that?
The reason why I know I got it wrong, didn't get it wrong, is because after I clicked what I clicked,
you Googled it.
I Googled it. I copied and pasted it, and then I Googled it. That was the only. Everything else I didn't get. I just cared about that one question. So if I don't get this job, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna take it out on you.
Well,
physically.
Well, that's why you got to pass your test.
I'm still, if I don't get this job, I'm going to take it out on you physically.
We should do a practice interview on this podcast.
Sure.
I'll be the interviewer. You be the interviewee. And we'll practice for your interview.
You want to practice now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Question.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. You are.
Thank you for taking the time out to see me.
You're a very svelte man.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's just a nice way of me saying that you're fat.
That is not an adjective that has ever been used to describe me.
Our chairs are not made out of high-grade steel, so I would not suggest you sit on them.
Normally, when somebody would say something like that to me, I would get upset.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting back to a corner, and I would retaliate. But since I am coming to you for this job opportunity, I will swallow my pride and take it.
Good. That's what we like to see here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, nice Guardians of the Galaxy shirt you have.
Well, you stupid. This is Captain America. This is a Captain America shirt. I don't think I want to work here anymore.
No, I assume you'd be wearing your Guardians of the Galaxy shirt.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
That'd be okay, right?
Yep, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
So, why are you looking for a new job?
Why am I looking for a new job?
Yeah.
That is none of your damn business.
Actually, it is.
You shouldn't be worried about my past. You should be worried about my future. You should be concerned about what I can do for you and this company.
Well, speaking of your future, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Probably dead.
I mean, from the looks of it, you're on your way. You're pretty close. I'd probably give you 5.
I probably suffered a massive heart attack.
I don't think you even make 10.
Not even 10?
No.
But I'm not upset that I died of a heart attack because all the blood in my body went to my massive erection. There was no more to support my heart.
Oh.
So that's something to be proud of, right?
I guess.
Shake my hand. I'm hired.
No, I'm not asking you questions.
Why not?
Because what is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength?
Yeah.
I could the most ever bench press was like 240.
What's your greatest weakness?
Fast food.
I mean,
bullets are my greatest weakness.
Oh, all right.
Or would another acceptable answer would be kryptonite, correct?
Yeah.
Kryptonite.
That
would imply that I am Superman.
Well, there's lots of kryptonite here, so unfortunately.
Am I applying at LexCorp?
Yes.
Makes sense.
It's a kryptonite mining facility.
So, let me ask you questions.
Okay.
I'm gonna make up a name for you as the interviewer, Mr. Custard.
Okay.
No. A better name would be Mr. Invertebrate. What are you looking for?
A job.
No. If you're looking for a job, why?
Oh, we have still the interviewer? Oh.
Yeah, you're still the interviewer.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Mr. Invertebrate. If you're looking for a job, why am I here?
What am I looking for?
In an employee.
Oh, okay. I see.
What are your expectations of me?
So I hope that you're not gonna steal and eat all the kids' lunches. Like,
Oh, there's kids involved?
yes. Like
Are they sexy kids?
Like in no.
Oh, no.
That's a big no. I don't want you to be like Chris Farley and Billy Madison, just sitting there
Eating all the kids' Lunchable.
Sometimes kids get McDonald's for lunch. We don't want you anywhere near that.
So when it's lunchtime, stay away from the children.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Especially on pizza day.
Oh, do you guys have a pizza day?
No.
Like Planet Fitness?
No.
Okay. That's good to know.
Oh, there's a Little Caesars nearby.
Oh. So my question is, do we get some sort of per diem?
Like a lunch per diem?
Yes. Lunch per diem.
Yes. It's called a lunch break.
Okay.
The break is your per diem.
And do I get compensated for my lunch?
Yes, you do.
Like you'll give me $5 and I could go to the Little Caesars.
No. We just
It's only $5.
You don't get discounted the lunch.
Would I be provided a school lunch like the children?
No.
Why not?
Because you're a pretty big child and there's not enough food in the cafeteria to feed you.
I don't think I'm interested in this job anymore.
Well, good, because we're not interested in you. Goodbye.
Okay.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
And scene. That went very well. Do you think so, Joe Karen?
Yeah, I think you did great.
Okay, good.
I'd hire you.
What's your boss like? Is he a good guy? Mm-hmm. What is he into? First of all, let's start with this. What's his ethnicity?
He is an Indian. Not like Native American, like Indian from India. So don't call him a benchode. He won't like that.
I'm not going to call him that.
Or a mater chode.
Don't have a lot of interaction with Indians. So
He likes baseball.
I don't have. So we're already off to a bad start.
He plays fantasy football.
All right, don't do that either.
You have nothing in common.
What are his likes? Does he play? Does he watch anime?
No.
I would say as an Asian, I assume
He's not that kind of Asian.
Technically is.
Yeah, he is, but he's not that kind of Asian.
Okay, he's not the Asian that we would think watches anime, but he's still Asian.
Yeah, he's definitely Asian.
Uh-huh.
Oh, when I said Tony. Oh. He said, cool, I'll see you tomorrow. Tony's responding.
All right. Well, we don't have to record with him. I think this is going very well without him.
Yeah, I think we're doing great.
We both have been able to speak freely without him interjecting with another one of his stories.
Anyway.
Because I was going to say, how much fun can you guys have? Maybe I read
No, I said Baker Square.
Oh, okay. That's still, like, how much fun can you have at fucking Baker Square?
Dude, tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Free Pie Wednesday. So at Baker Square.
You probably need to lay off the free pie.
Shit. Look at the pot calling the kettle fat.
Yeah, I'm fat. You're not too slim either, friend.
Yeah, but I can still eat a little bit more pie than you can, motherfucker.
You shouldn't. You could.
So.
But should you?
You should lay off the pizza pies.
I'm trying. Me and my girlfriend have started eating better.
Oh, yeah?
Not only because I'm trying to health-wise, but it costs a lot of money to eat out.
Isn't it cheaper than eating healthy?
What do you mean?
Like if I go buy a salad, isn't that cheaper? Or is that more expensive than buying a McDonald's?
Well, I've been cooking my own.
Oh, okay.
And also the amount of food that I get from McDonald's, nothing's cheaper. So McDonald's, they don't have the dollar menu anymore.
Yeah, I know they got rid of it. Nobody's got it out. Or does Wendy's still have the 99 cents menu?
I think they might have some deals, but like,
well, Wendy's has a 4 for 4,
McDonald's
or 5 for 5, or whatever.
They don't have any deals. I think you get like a breakfast sandwich or some shit, but you're not even getting the sausage. You're getting sausage.
How much is a double cheeseburger?
It's like $3, and that's like my favorite thing.
How much is a McDouble?
It's probably a little less.
Like $2.50.
maybe $2. But that extra slice of cheese
Makes a difference.
makes it different. And anybody who says otherwise, you haven't eaten enough double cheeseburgers in your life.
I'm going to put a McDouble and double cheeseburger. I'm going to close your eyes and you're going to tell me which one tastes better.
I could probably tell you the difference. As bad as that sounds, I could probably tell you the difference.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to trick you. I'm going to take a slice of cheese off. I'm going to take a slice of cheese off of the double cheeseburger and put it on the McDouble. And then you're not going to tell the difference.
All right. Anyways, back to my previous statement. So you're trying to get me, hook me up with a job.
I get joy out of seeing you guys
No, you don't.
happy.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You've been berating me for 20 minutes now about my weight.
Well, just because I want to see you happy doesn't mean I don't want to make fun of you.
I mean, I get that, but you seem to take more pleasure in seeing me like hurt.
No, because sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Okay.
Isn't that the saying?
But like, are you getting at something?
No,
is there
I'm
like
not.
a referral?
I wish. When I used to work at Circuit City, if you got a referral, you get like, if you referred somebody, I think you got like $100 or some shit.
Really?
Yeah.
No wonder why they went out of business.
Here, I don't get shit for referring you.
Nothing, huh?
No.
So you have, say I do get that, you have everything to lose and nothing to gain.
Yeah, for the most part.
Because if I'm terrible.
Yeah, I'm going to get blamed for it.
Yeah. I've already considered.
Like, if you do terrible in the interview, whatever, like, and they just say no, then whatever. That's not.
Yeah.
I don't really lose. If you get hired and you're terrible, then I fucking lose.
Well,
I have everything to lose, nothing to gain. Well, I guess the only thing I have to gain is that I get to see you often and kiss you and hug you.
Ooh, you're not. I was under the impression that we were gonna like spend the whole day together.
No,
Apparently, we're not even gonna be in the same building.
no, we probably won't even see each other most of the time.
We can still hang out though.
I mean, I'll visit you. We'll be together a lot during the summer.
I'll tell my secretary to tell them you're not there.
You want to have a secretary?
Yeah, I do. One of the kids. I tell Junkyard I'm not here. I was like, there's gonna be a troll coming to see me. You tell this troll I'm gone.
All right, but no, yeah, but hopefully you do well. I'm rooting for you.
I would hope to do because I would have to change everything about me if I go there.
What do you mean everything about you?
Well, that means no more staying up till 5 a.m.
Yeah, it definitely means that. You could do it on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but that's a risk because.
Well, not Sunday, Friday, Saturday.
But if I stay up till 5 a.m. on the weekends, I would have to
You have to wake up early on Monday.
Yeah, I would have to find a way to adjust. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be taking a lot of melatonin.
Yeah.
I gotta get my sleep schedule back correct. Last night, believe it or not, I was up till 4 a.m.
Jesus Christ!
But I wasn't playing video games. I wasn't watching pornography. I was doing none of the above. You know what I was doing?
Studying.
Good
job. Good for you.
Watching these fucking videos of this guy drone on about IT.
What'd you learn?
I learned that I have a lot to learn.
That sucks.
Yeah, so you don't get anything to gain from me. As a matter of fact, you might lose something because, say I'm terrible, I'm gonna have to be on time too.
Yeah.
I would start at 8 a.m, right?
8 a.m.
That means I would have to get up at 6:30.
No, you probably. I mean, as long as you leave your house by 7:30. Maybe 7:15.
I live in Bridgeport.
Yeah.
And this place is all the way in
Fine.
Oak Lawn.
Yeah, it's not that far though. Take 55 to Cicero down, or Central, either way.
All right, I'll figure out the logistics later.
Say 7. Say you have to leave 7:15.
I would say to be safe 7:15.
All right, 7:15. You'd be up by what? 6:30.
Do you, when you get up in the morning, do you okay, are you the type of person that showers the night before?
No, I shower in the morning.
Shower in the morning? Mm-hmm. So what time do you get up?
7. Well, I wake up about 7 because I leave my house about. Well, no,
you live a lot closer.
When I shower, so see, the thing is, sometimes I do shower at night, depending on the day and shit. If it's a weekend or whatever.
This is what I do. If it depends on the weather. If it's winter, I'll shower the night before.
Mm-hmm. And if it's summer, you shower in the morning.
Oh yeah, because
you sweat at night.
I sweat at night. I get
Yeah.
Get the sweats.
So if I shower in the morning, I wake up at 6:30. And then I try to get out of my house by 7:30. If I don't shower in the morning, I'm up by 7, and I get ready and I leave by 7:30. So I try to leave by 7:30 every morning. That like this morning I left at like 7:45.
Did you get there on time?
No.
What's
Got there like 11.
What's your boss say?
Nothing. He doesn't see me.
Oh, he does? Oh, you guys aren't going to see me either.
No, but the thing with that though, so the difference with you and me is that I'm not, so like where you would be placed, it's like kids come and see you in the morning. It's like because they need help, like they come to you.
I would say
where like
kids, we all need help.
Where like me, it's like I go to them, like not the kids, I go to teachers and stuff. Like, I don't talk to kids, so I go to the teachers, and so if they need help, they'll just put a ticket in, and I just go to them when I get a chance. So like I'm a little more, I got a little more flexibility than you do.
All right, so if there's a little nerd that comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, my computer doesn't work," at 8 in, I have to be there.
Yeah.
Does that happen?
Not at 8 in. The earliest it happens like 8:15.
All right, well, I gotta you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yep. But it's okay because you'll be on the set schedule.
I will be on the set schedule.
8 to 4, Monday through Friday. Bro, you'll be living the dream.
Yeah.
Banker's hours. Actually, better than Banker's. Banker's hours like 9 to 5.
Plus, have every other weekend off. That'd be pretty nice. I mean, every weekend off.
Yeah, every weekend off.
Right now, I get every other weekend off, and it's not bad.
No, you'd have Saturday, Sunday off every week.
But I hate when there's like something going on, like when you guys are doing something, you're like, hey.
Yeah, you go to the bar every weekend with the guys. You go to the Joyce. You go to Nick's.
What if this job makes me boring?
Maybe. You're already boring. You're not a very fun person. You stayed up till 4 a.m. studying last night. That doesn't sound like fun.
That's not an everyday thing, though. I mean, normally I stay up till 4
Sounds
in the
like
morning.
some nerd shit to me.
No, if I was staying up till 4 in the morning watching anime, which I usually do. And
that.
Yeah, I hope I'm kind of excited about it.
I hope you get it too.
You know what? Because, I mean, I can't tell you guys at work. Well,
at
maybe
Service Merchandise?
At work at Service. Maybe once I leave there, but I deal with thieves all day. Thieves and assholes.
But at Service Merchandise, it's hard to steal because you have to get a ticket for everything, and they bring you the shit.
Okay, well, I work at a different Service Merchandise.
Or everything's out in the open?
Everything's out in the open.
No wonder that they're going out of business.
It's right downtown. And I deal with a bunch of thieves, bums,
and miscreants.
Miscreants, the worst. And at first it was fun, but after a while I kind of don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? But I also, one of the things I worry about, if I do work at this place that you work at, and I have to like, everybody's nice and respectful.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get bored of that.
Trust me, you won't, because kids are assholes.
Oh, that's true, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at my job, when kids are assholes, I just like. I probably shouldn't say it.
You just push them into the elevators?
I showed you that? Oh, did I? Okay, yeah. I throw them in the elevators and tell them to get the fuck out. All right.
Anyway.
Do that stuff to, like, your bully. Why do you?
Because first of all, me and him are cool now.
Oh,
he's not my bully. He was never my bully. But he's a cool guy. We're like besties.
Does he still call you names that you hate?
I haven't seen him. Last time I saw him, we were like chatting it up. Having a gay old time. Anyway, so if you get hired, you'll be living your best life. Everybody wins. I already am living my best life.
You could sit back in your front porch in your rocking chair.
Yeah.
Think about how this is all because of you.
Exactly.
That's what you get out of it.
It's like might as well just win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well,
I mean, if Trump can
get
nominated,
you got to get hit behind Trump. But your chances are looking pretty good. Because last time I heard, he might be facing impeachment charges. So
No, they already said like vocally he's going to get impeached.
Well, they said that they're going to file like. Right?
Well, no. Well, I guess so. Impeachment doesn't mean that you're necessarily out of office.
Yeah.
It's just the proceedings that proceed. Like, for example, Bill Clinton was impeached, even though he never left office. He was never like found guilty, if you want to call it that. But he still went. He still was impeached.
So impeachment is just a process.
Correct.
So he's being impeached.
Yes, he's definitely going to be impeached.
But that doesn't mean he's going to be pulled from
Correct.
office.
Exactly.
So I read like a couple of I did read some of the story, but I didn't pay attention to it. I know this isn't a political podcast. Sorry, Payo. But I'm just curious. So the reason why they're impeaching him is because he allegedly spoke to a Ukrainian government official, right?
Correct.
And asked for dirt on Joe Biden.
Exactly.
So he was basically conspiring with another country.
Exactly.
Soviet country.
Ex-Soviet country.
Oh, well, it's still Soviet.
So that would be his second conspiracy claim.
And they reportedly like have transcripts or something of these conversations.
Well, somebody came out and actually said that he did.
Oh,
it.
there's a
there's a
whistleblower?
Yeah.
I wonder who tricked. Was it Takashi?
It probably was Takashi.
There's a Takashi 6ix9ine.
He's trying to get out of jail.
He's ratting everybody out.
Yeah. So I listen to the news every morning now because I bought. Well, I didn't buy it. It came for free during Prime Day. A Echo Dot.
Yeah.
So every morning I ask Alexa two things. I say, Alexa, what's the weather outside? And she tells me.
Look out the window.
Yes. She says, the weather outside is weather. And then the second thing she says, or I ask her is, Alexa, give me the news. And then it starts spouting off news.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I know about the whole Trump thing, because I listen to the news every morning before I go to work while I get ready.
Oh, okay. Aren't you worried about that Alexa's listening in?
I speak in Spanish. I mean, if they're going to take the time to, like, most of the time, because my wife, if they're going to take the time to translate it,
I mean,
more power to them. Let them go ahead and take it.
I kind of speak Spanish. It's not that hard.
Well, maybe
it's
not.
not like you guys are speaking in fucking Latin.
Maybe not.
Pig Latin.
But who gives a fuck? I mean, I'm not saying anything important. Who cares if she's listening or if they're listening? I don't give a fuck.
They listen.
Bro, half the shit I say to her in private, I say on this fucking podcast. Like, it's available for the masses. If they're going to listen, they might as well listen to the podcast so it bumps our numbers up,
They listen to you when you guys have intercourse, when your wife pegs you. They listen in.
Good.
How do they make you feel?
Good. That way they know how it's done. They get some lessons.
Take that.
Yeah.
Take notes, CIA.
Exactly.
Or what is it, NSA?
Whatever. This is how you fuck.
I like where your head's at.
Yep.
That's why you should get...
That's why I say CIA or NSA, whoever's listening, right before I have sex. Be like, I'm about to have sexual intercourse. Make sure you take notes. I'm about to stick it in. And I tell them everything I'm about to do.
If that's the case, you should invest in... what's that? Video one?
Is there a video one?
There's a video one.
Oh.
Which one do you have?
I just have the Dot, just the one that just
the Echo, right?
talked to.
Yeah, there's an Echo video.
Yeah, the Echo Dot, yeah. There's
where
an
has
Echo video?
yeah.
Oh. And it sees you all the time?
Probably.
Oh, cool. Maybe I should invest in it. Look, I don't have to say that's how I fuck.
That way you don't have to describe it.
Yeah.
You could
see
show. Can I get that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, can I get the link to whatever you're doing?
Why are you trying to watch me fuck, Momba?
I need to take notes.
You should take notes.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You definitely don't. I can tell.
I'm all butterfingered when I get down there. I don't know what goes where.
Anyway, so yeah. How the fuck do we get to fucking?
Trump is getting impeached.
Trump's getting impeached.
Then we talk about the Echo Dot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully, since we are all libtards here, hopefully he does get impeached, right?
I'm interested to see what happens, but I feel like this has been going on so long, like with the Comey investigation and everything. Like people, like you said, we're libtards, but Democrats were like praying for this investigation, and then the first one, nothing came. Well, technically, they couldn't say, right?
So
what happened with the first one? They couldn't prove it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, they couldn't prove it.
But they also didn't say that he didn't do it.
Right, exactly. He was kind of very in between.
Yeah.
It was very on the fence. And then Comey even said, I never said he didn't do anything. We wouldn't have,
But he just couldn't prove it.
Maybe he could have, but he couldn't do anything about it anyway because he was president and they can't arrest him for it. Mm-hmm. So he's like, fuck it, basically.
But I just feel like last time that was such a big investigation, and people were like praying for it, liberals and everything. They were crossing their fingers, like, oh, I can't wait to see what's going to come from this Russia investigation. Then nothing happened. It was a dud.
And all the Republicans were like,
yeah, they laughed at
innocent,
everybody.
innocent.
Yeah. They were like, oh, you wasted all that time. So until they actually like have something,
not guilty.
Until they actually like have something, that's when I'll start being interested.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess I don't know. That's just, I think it's interesting, even though maybe some people aren't into politics like Peo Dog, but I think it's very interesting. I don't think Tony's actually not coming. I'm kind of surprised.
I'm not surprised. You told him. He said, all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, but I thought he was joking. I thought he would still show up.
The fact that you didn't take him seriously, that he saw a chance to not record, and you gave it to him, you're silly.
I mean, we both gave it to him.
I didn't give him anything. I'm not even talking to him.
Yeah, but you said let's record without him. That was
I
your
said
idea.
let's start without him.
Yeah, well, that's why we started without him.
Oh, that was our first mistake?
Yeah.
Well, if we would have waited for him, we would have started like 8:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least this way, we're almost like an hour in.
We are.
We're efficient. All right, let's wrap this up.
Peo's not going to be too happy.
Huh?
Peo's not going to be happy if we wrap it up yet now.
It's all right. The robot's taking over his job.
He does not believe in that.
He doesn't believe in robots? They exist.
No, he doesn't believe that the robots are going to take over his job. Yeah, our boy Pika today showed us there's a fucking robot arm in his work that does work.
Yeah, but the funny part, I mean, no offense, Pika, I'm not trying to talk about you, but the funniest part is that after he showed us like a picture of his robot, he's like, it only cost me $80,000, and
I don't know how to use it.
no, what he said was, he was like all excited. He was like, it only cost me $80,000, and it never complains, it never asks for a raise or sick days or anything. And then like a couple hours later, he's like, yeah, I don't know how to use it. So that was pretty funny. Once again, Pika, no offense. It was just really funny. Especially like, well, that's a good point. I know nobody likes us talking about robots and automation, but there's going to be, I don't think jobs will be completely wiped out, because there's going to be people that need to work on those robots
At first. So this is how
then they'll start like self-replicating.
Well, not self-replicating, but sooner or later there's going to be robots that can fix other robots.
What?
Exactly. So like they won't need. So like that's the whole thing about people think like, oh, not all jobs are going to be taken. So again, sorry to get to politics, or into like automation
or anything smart.
Right. But like, so like the thing is, like,
why are you guys talking
nowadays? Actually, let me pull this up.
No, don't pull it up.
No, hold on. This is actually, people are like, not all jobs.
Why would you pull it up when you could just pull it out, bro?
Ooh, I could do both, right? Not all jobs are going to be taken. Like, not everything can be done by a robot, but little by little now things are more and more starting to be made by or starting to be done by robots. So like, what are some of the jobs that you think wouldn't get taken by a robot?
I'm a frequent McDonald's customer.
Right. Well, that's easy. That one's definitely going to get taken over by a fucking robot.
And when I go to McDonald's, and
they won't fuck up your order.
They won't fuck up my order. And also when I don't have to say my order out loud to another human being, and I could just discreetly press it on the screen, I'll always take that option. Because sometimes like McDonald's employees, I'm like, hey, I'll like try to talk, I'll talk really low. I'm like, hey, can I get 4 double cheeseburgers? 4 what? Like, no, 4 double cheeseburgers. You want McDoubles? No, double cheeseburger. Why are you so loud? Anything else? Yeah, I'll take a large fry and a large Coke. Large fry, large Coke. Like, yeah. Why are you saying it so loud? So when there's a video screen and I just have to touch
the buttons, nobody knows what you ordered.
Yeah. The only downside to that apparently is that there was a study done and there's trace amounts of fecal matter on those screens.
Oh, yeah.
But you make sacrifices.
Yeah. I'm sure there's trace amounts of fecal matter in those burgers, too.
I
mean, like, let's be honest. Come on.
You're probably right.
But anyway, so, like, most of the jobs, people are like, oh, you can never get rid of, like, artists or musicians. Like, robots can never get rid of those. But there already are. Listen to this. This is a music made by artificial intelligence. A rock song.
Are we going to get pulled for this?
I shouldn't.
Is that robot going to give us a copyright strike?
That's kind of good, right? A little bit.
That's not bad.
But dude, this is made by artificial intelligence.
It wasn't made by a robot. There's not like a robot band.
No. Like
just to specify, there's not a robot band.
So an artificial intelligence.
It just takes
computer,
stuff from different.
No. So what it does is it makes notes, and then it composes the music, and then it plays it. So like it uses synthesized instruments and plays them. Mm-hmm. So it's somebody like a robot, or not a robot per se, an artificial intelligent computer made the song.
Because I'm sure there's gonna be somebody listening to this podcast. You're telling me they have a robot band already? That's
like a bunch of Terminators playing instruments? No. That's not the way it works. So they basically, think about it. Like, people can make music using computers nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So think of the same thing, but artificial intelligence computer just
because
puts it together.
Most producers and DJs and everything, all they do is press play anyway. So ain't that right, John Karen?
Not really, but not all. Some DJs do.
That's why you got to come out of retirement. Funky Cole Medina has come out of retirement, dust off those turntables, and show these fucking robots how it's done.
That's right. They can't DJ like me.
Nope. Not even you could DJ like you, because you refuse to do it anymore.
So artificial intelligent things will be able to do drawings and music and creative things. Doctors. So like right now, doctors can use not robots, but like arms and shit.
Yeah, to do surgery.
To do surgeries, like they'll use controllers and shit to like.
Remember last year?
Shit?
I think it was last year. There was that meme, but it's like they used a robot to do surgery on a grape.
Oh yeah,
and it like blew up. So like people kept on repeating it. Like they performed surgery on a grape. But I guess they could.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like they use like robot arms and shit to do things that they can't do with their hands. So I guess what they're saying now is like what in the future what's gonna happen is artificial intelligence will learn the movements of like they can gather all the data from doctors around the world, from like the best doctors, gather their movements of the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
And then they will implement that automatically. So nobody physically has to be there moving the robot arms. So the robot can perform surgery.
I have a question.
Yeah.
At what point do we just give up? As a species?
I mean, we should start giving up now. Don't you think?
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm like, is there really a point to...
Right.
Like if we were living in the 70s or 80s, I'm like, I got my whole life ahead of me. But like you got this little kid going around. I think her name is Greta Thunberg.
What?
There's this kid. She's like a 13-year-old kid.
Okay.
Going around yelling at the UN about climate change.
Oh, I never heard.
You haven't seen her?
No.
She's all over the news right now. Fox News hates her because she's like a 13-year-old kid. And she's talking about climate change. Mm-hmm. And then Fox News is like, yeah, this mentally ill 13-year-old kid. I think they had to apologize for that. Like this mentally ill 13-year-old kid is brainwashed about climate change. But like when she says that stuff and how the oceans are going to swallow us whole soon.
Yeah.
What's the point, right?
Yeah. Robots are coming to get us, take our jobs. The oceans are going to start slowly creeping in. We're going to be living on an island. Mm-hmm. I mean, fuck. Let's just kill ourselves, right?
I don't see the point in continuing.
Let's all drink the Kool-Aid. The poison Kool-Aid.
No. Well, you got to update it. This is 2019 now, so you got to everybody
poison
drink
White
the White Claw.
Drink the poison. I mean, these are already pretty much poison, aren't they? They taste like it.
Yeah. It tastes like it has something that I shouldn't be drinking.
It's probably got like high fructose corn syrup. Mm-hmm. That's bad, right?
I'm sure it is. It's not good for you.
I'm sure it's got aspartame.
So yeah, like me trying to better myself as a person, like what's the point?
Yeah, but you're turning me around. Now you make me think the same way.
Like
why even go to work anymore?
Like you're right. Last night when I was studying, I was like, do I really need to know this shit? I was like, in 20 years, the world is going to be underwater. What the fuck do I care for?
Maybe
why am I doing this?
Exactly. Maybe it's to fight the robots in the future. Maybe what your knowledge will, maybe you could be like John Connor.
I should get ahead of the curve and like just already started like trying to be like Kevin Spacey from Waterworld.
Kevin Spacey?
Or no, Kevin O'Connor.
Kevin O'Connor?
Or who the fuck? What the fuck was his name?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
What the fuck?
Are you sure Kevin Spacey was in
I think Kevin Spacey was in Waterworld.
Kevin Costner. Should be like him, right?
Yeah, you grow some gills behind your ears.
Grow some gills, make a machine that converts my pee into drinkable water.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
There's no point doing anything. If you're listening to this podcast right now and you got plans for the future,
just cancel them.
If you're going to a comedy show next year or thinking about inviting a girl to a comedy show in a year, like Junkyard, just don't. There's no point. If you have kids with this girl, your kids are going to grow up in fucking SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you want that for them?
They're going to be doing tricks like Shamu for fucking robots.
Bro, you hear that? You heard it here first. The robot army is going to take over, and they're going to open up a new SeaWorld, but instead of having orcas and dolphins,
they're going to have humans.
Yeah, they're going to have humans.
Did you ever watch Tusk? It's going to be like that.
Doing tricks for double cheeseburgers. Worse than that for McDoubles. So we should just, you know what we should do?
What?
You should go outside, lay down on this concrete.
And let a truck run over you?
Not run over, just wait. Just wait until it doesn't matter anymore.
What if nobody ever runs over you?
Well, I'm assuming the floodwaters are coming soon.
Oh, okay. What if it's not for another like 5 years? You should be late on the concrete for 5 years.
Would you rather you spend those 5 years living your life?
And plus, we're in the Midwest. Like the flood. Well, I thought the floodwaters reach here. Okay. It's gonna be a couple hundred years.
I don't need your logic, Junkyard. I need you to agree with me.
If you lived in like New York or California, like at the edge, maybe. But
you know what? At least Miami is gonna die first.
Louisiana probably go down first.
Oh, I love Louisiana.
I know.
I love New Orleans.
That shit's gonna be underwater soon.
But that's a consolation prize, right?
What?
Miami underwater.
Yeah. I don't know. Will Smith seemed to make it sound pretty cool.
Will Smith also gave life to Jaden Smith. So
and Willow Smith.
Oh yeah. She did have that smash hit.
Which one?
Whip my hair back and forth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did hear that one. I remember that one vaguely. I vaguely remember it.
You know what? I take that back. What I said about Jaden Smith, because he's actually like doing some good in the world. I think he made a company.
Doesn't he think like weird shit like that he doesn't exist or some shit?
He makes weird tweets.
Did he say we don't exist or something?
Yeah,
like that?
he says stuff like that. He says weird shit. But from what I heard, Jaden Smith made a company that like is, I forgot what he does. Is something with water. He's allowing access to
drinkable water
to
like
to like, I don't know what he does exactly.
Like the MMA fighter,
Justin Wren
with something for the forgotten.
Fight for the Forgotten. Where he like builds wells.
Yeah, and
maybe something along those. I don't know.
For the pygmies.
It's more what I'm doing for the fucking pygmies. So I guess he's a better person. So I'm sorry, Jaden Smith. But yeah.
Yeah, we should donate money to Fight for the Forgotten.
Donate money to me.
Why you?
Huh?
Why you? You're living your best life.
I'm not living my best life.
You're almost living your best life. If you get this job, you'll be living your best life.
But I might be making slightly less more money.
So what? You'll still be living your best life.
If
you marry Fuchsia, you'll have she won't have to pay for insurance.
If I marry her, she'll get insurance. Mm-hmm. I'll tell her we made a baby. Speaking of marriage, she really wants to get married.
Really? Is she bringing that up a lot?
All the time. Well, should I just pop the question?
You might as well. Fuck it. I mean, I don't think you're gonna break up with her anytime soon.
Nah.
It's either I think it's like shit or get off the pot, right? It's like you gotta either commit or just don't. It's either you break up with her or you marry her. I mean, how long you guys been together? 3 years?
Yeah, over 3 years.
So there you go.
She's 30. She kind of wants to like
have kids.
Well,
what are you waiting for? If you get married in Mexico, it's real cheap.
Oh, that's what So this is what she wants to do.
Okay.
She wants
go to Vegas.
How did you know?
Because she fucking loves Vegas.
Yeah.
She's there like every week, it seems like.
That's just she's been looking at packages online. She wants to get married in Vegas.
Bro, there's a drive-up, or not, like a drive-through marriage place. I thought about, so like when I was with my ex-fiance, my ex-girlfriend.
You thought about it?
I thought about it because she kept bugging me about getting married too. Like,
Were you going to take an MMA tour too?
I wanted to. But no. So I love Porsches, right? And I've never, ever gotten to drive one. And they rent exotic cars in Vegas. It's pretty common that you can rent an exotic car. So my idea was I'm going to rent a Porsche. We're going to go through the drive-through and get married.
Oh, in a Porsche?
In a Porsche. But then I decided against it because she was a psycho and I didn't want to marry her.
How did she like
Maybe
that?
psycho's a strong word. I mean, she's not a psycho. She's just not a nice person. Well, she's not that she's not a nice person. She's just
I never met
overbearing.
her. I never met her, but from what I heard, she was a bitch. The
could be.
only interaction I had with her is the first time I came over here. I think it's actually the first time I met you. It was in your basement. We're recording
Here.
right now. Here.
You were sitting over there where you usually sit.
And I remember you having to go upstairs to the door because she didn't want us here anymore because we were being too loud. Now, if I would have known then what I know now, I would have like, bitch, this is his house. Would you have been mad if I said that?
Well, I had just met you that day, so
Yeah,
I would have been like, "What the fuck is this guy saying?"
Yeah,
this
I'm
shit, you know?
sure. But fast forward to like 6 years later.
Oh, I wouldn't care if you said that now.
If I would have said, bitch, this is his house.
See, my current wife, she doesn't give a fuck. Like, she probably fell asleep already and she doesn't care.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart. She doesn't care we do this podcast. You could yell and shit. She's not going to say shit.
Well,
She'll just fall asleep.
let it be known that back in 2013, I wasn't the one yelling.
No, you weren't.
There was one person yelling. And his name is Alejandro.
Yes, he was very yelling.
Uh-huh.
But see, she's used to him yelling too, so she wouldn't say shit.
Oh, she probably wouldn't care.
Yeah, she wouldn't give a fuck. She already knows how he is. So, yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. When we move to our new studio, it's gonna be Gucci.
When are you going to move to your new studio?
So I don't know, but hopefully before the end of the year. I want to start looking.
I thought you were already looking.
Well, I'm kind of looking, but I want like hardcore look.
Ooh.
Because right now I'm like
Hardcore.
softcore. So right now I'm like Cinemax looking, but I want to get into like Pornhub, Brazers, like Bang Bus type looking.
Black.com.
Yeah, I want to get to that type of looking later, like at the end of at the mid-November. So mid-November I'm gonna be fucking hardcore, like double penetration looking.
And then
Right now I'm like tucking it back, taping it down.
You're just grinding over the pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd say more like grinding naked.
There's no penetration though.
No penetration.
Or at least you can't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's simulated.
What a stupid kid I was back in the day.
Dude, I just love that shit.
Watching Cinemax and HBO. Like there was no penetration. What was I watching?
But you didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know where there was penetration? You know what one of my shows I used to love watching on HBO? The Cat House. Did you watch The Cat House?
Yeah, I watched it.
It was about the brothel.
They actually showed people fucking at
yeah.
the show.
Yeah. It was, what's it called? The Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
Dennis Hoff, rest in peace.
The owner,
the
proprietor of the Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Yeah. Dude, I love that. Dude, I fucking love that show. There were so many times like, I have never had sex with a hooker. I've never really had a.
I've tried.
Oh yeah, you told us a story about this already. I have never really felt the urge to do it, but I mean I don't frown upon it or anything. Like if you get in where you fit in.
But if you had to, would that be your?
That if I really had to, that definitely would be the place I'd do it. There were a couple of them there that I had like my eye on. That I really wanted to fuck.
In your teenage years,
it wasn't really my teenage years. It was like my early 20s.
There was it was my teenage years. There was some girls that you were already eyeballing.
Yeah. So now, like later on, some of these chicks fell off. So there was this one girl named.
It's been almost 2 decades.
Yeah. There was this one girl named Max. She's ugly now, but back when like I was watching, she was sexy as fuck. I really wanted to fuck Max. This girl, Isabella Soprano, she doesn't do, she did porn for a little while. She doesn't do, she's not there anymore. but she was at least for me, she was sexy as fuck. I really wanted Isabella Soprano. There was this old chick. She's old as fuck now. She has like big fake titties, and she was like old, but something about her really wanted me to fuck her. I wanted to fuck her. Air Force Amy, definitely. That was
the fact
her.
that you've remembered their names. Is See, I couldn't remember the names because when I watch that show, I had to watch it with the volume down. So my grandfather in the room across the hall wouldn't hear what I was doing, but he would wake up sometimes and see because there was no door.
Yeah.
But so you would see what I was, and he'd be like, he was like, what the hell are you watching? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I was flipping through the channel.
Yeah, this came on. And what else? There was one chick named Danielle. She was black. Oh, baby. Dude, I love me some black girls. And she definitely was on my top list. And they give you a lineup when you go. So you get to pick like who you want. Dude, if I'm ever going to fuck a prostitute, it's going to be there. Yep. Definitely. So don't ever take me there because I might fuck.
You might. Does the place still exist?
Yeah, it sure does.
Okay, the guy died, but the place still exists.
Yeah. Just because the guy dies doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I remember some of the clientele that they would have there.
Yeah,
like, it would just be
weird dudes.
ordinary people.
No, but there's also like couples and shit.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But like, they would show the patrons of this ranch getting it in with the ladies,
Right.
And they were just regular people. So it was just like regular people fucking.
Basically.
I still watch it though, because in the early aughts, that's all I had.
I know. And like, so like when I was young, like when I was like 12, 11-ish, my dad had a hot box.
Ooh.
Like back in the day, like this was super back in the day. And we had the Playboy channel in the hot box. Dude, the first porno I've ever seen in my life was these two chicks. And I actually saw it later on as an adult. It was pretty funny. The exact same one. I guess it's not really a porn. It's like soft porn because there was no penetration, I don't think, in these either. There was these two chicks rubbing baby oil on each other in the bath. And I was like, holy fuck. Dude. Top notch at the time. Now, probably shitty.
Yeah, but it still exists. I remember when I was going through my cable packages and it was like, what can I get? It was like, yeah, get the Playboy channel for like the internet exists.
So this is what's funny
Fuck
about
is
that.
wrong with you guys?
So what's funny about that is like, so before, like later on when I was already more of an adult, before like internet was like mainstream, I was like, well, maybe not, kind of like 18, 19. Like you had internet, but it was DSL. It wasn't that, porn you'd have to download from LimeWire. Like it wasn't as easy to come by. Like it's not like you can just go to Pornhub. You know what I'm saying? I had to, I had DirecTV, and I was the only person that ever watched it, and I'm the only person that paid for it, and I got the bill and everything. So I have to, and even though I was at home, I didn't give a fuck. Like nobody saw it. I actually ordered the Playboy channel.
Oh.
Just so I can have some porn to watch.
And your mom never accidentally switched on it?
No.
Plus, it was like in a high ass.
Yeah, it's like 1,000, like a channel 1,000. Like
if
never
you
went that
can't
high.
find something to watch after channel 900,
Exactly.
you ain't gonna find anything.
Right, and I knew what channel it was, and I paid for it. It was like at the time it was like $12 a month or $13 a month. It was at the time it was well worth it because it was.
At the time, that was expensive for a subscription.
It was. It's right now. It's still expensive. I think it's like $30 a month or some shit.
That's a lot.
Or $20 a month. It's expensive.
That's a lot for.
Let me see.
Non-penetration porn.
Right.
Where I could get that free. But, you know what I used to watch? Do you remember that show on HBO, Real Sex?
I do. I used to watch that shit all the time.
That was one of the other closest things I had to porn. But the problem with Real Sex is that they would get into some weird shit.
Yeah, they would. It was weird. Like, I remember the one where they like suffocated
fetishes?
each other and shit.
Are you talking about
In the silicone or silicone?
Yeah, they would have like the rubber outfits
Yeah,
on,
and
and then they would get a
the
vacuum
tube.
and they would suck it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, what else am I gonna get off to as a 13-year-old?
And then there was the horse ones.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this shit was.
But like I said, if you grew up in the early aughts, your options were limited.
Exactly.
Kids today are spoiled.
They got porn at their fingertips.
Yeah,
on
they
their
could
phone.
just go to their room and jerk it.
Yeah, before you'd have to jerk it in like the living room.
Yeah, and hope nobody walked in.
Exactly. Because that's the only place you had porn.
I had a family computer when I finally discovered that you could get porn on a computer, but this was dial-up internet.
$15 a month for the Playboy channel.
That's still pretty expensive.
That's fucking expensive. You get porn for free.
So I had like an old ass DSL.
Yeah.
And I would like go through porn in the middle of the night. And I remember if I heard any movement, because if you clicked out of it, it would take a while, especially with all like the windows and everything. Mm-hmm. So I remember if I heard anything stirring in the house, like I thought somebody was coming, I just rip the fucking plug out of just pull it straight out of the socket.
You didn't give a fuck if it broke?
Nope, just pull it out. Because sometimes my old man would get up in the middle of the night to go take a piss and everything.
So you just like, woof.
Yeah, just pull it out. And I would just be staring at it like a blank computer.
That was weird. What are you looking at, boy? There's nothing on the screen.
I don't know. I don't know, Pappy.
Why is it still warm?
This damn computer needs to get fixed. That's what you have to do. Because a DSL, sometimes it would freeze, and if you try to exit it out, it wouldn't. So my last resort is to rip the the power supply out of the socket.
I have another gripe. Speaking of porn and old.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Are we on our gripes now?
No, but I'm using this. I'm going to do this gripe. Fucking nosy ass siblings. So back in the day, I had dial-up. Dial-up internet, right? My dad paid for it. It was like MSN or whatever the fuck. I had never had internet. This was my first time ever having internet at my house. And I went to the Playboy channel, or Playboy.com, because I want to see titties. But even back in the day, Playboy.com, you had to pay for it. It was still like, you had to pay to get in. So you obviously could not see shit. Like you couldn't see anything. Like it was the front page. It's like, like register and like pay. You put your credit card number, whatever the fuck. So even back then, it was pay to play, basically. And so I never got to see anything. I'm like, fuck, whatever. So I kind of quit it, right? My sister came over one day and decided to go through my fucking my browsing history. And she saw that I went to Playboy. She printed my fucking history out and showed it to my mom. My mom called my dad, made him cancel the internet. My parents were divorced at the time, so they didn't live together.
How old are you?
I was like 15.
And your dad actually...
My dad canceled it because my mom made him. Just because I went to Playboy.com, mind you, which I literally could not see a goddamn thing. Because she was being nosy as fuck. Yeah. I was like, I didn't see anything. I swear to God, there's nothing there. But just the fact that I went to Playboy, that was all. That was enough.
Do you think your dad was conflicted about turning it off?
Probably.
Like
he's just a kid. Leave him alone. He's just trying to fap.
Did he probably think like, yeah, my son likes titties?
Yeah.
He probably wanted to keep it on for you.
Right.
Like as a gift. Like, go ahead, Junior. This one's on me.
Exactly.
But he was probably getting like
bitched at
pressure from your mom.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's my gripe. Fucking nosy ass siblings. Like, keep fucking mind your business. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Don't quit being a fucking cock block. Like I was just trying to fap. Fuck you.
What she should do is
motherfuckers. Wake the fuck
you
up.
go through your sister's phone history down. Yeah. Just say, hey, let me try see some.
And show it to her husband and be like, what the fuck is she doing?
Just see what she's been going through on her phone.
Yeah.
And pull up big dicks. Big dicks aplenty.
Is that a real site?
I don't know.
I think you do know.
Okay, it's a real site. But I go there to compare, not for enjoyment. I just go to there to see if I could live up to their standards.
You pull up the iPhone measuring app. I'm there and then on there. I'm like, oh, look, this is which one's bigger.
Yeah, that's what I used to do that when I was a kid. I was super obsessed with my penis and how big it was going to get. And I wish for a big penis. Yeah. The problem is that when I got old, everything else about me got big, except for my penis.
Oh, okay.
So that's how the Lord plays tricks on you.
Yep. He's like, you want big dick? I'm going to make everything else big.
Yeah,
except your dick. Except your dick.
So, Jesus likes to play funny tricks on you every now and then.
Anyway, all right. Let's get to our crazy news story, shall we?
That is terrible looking.
Yeah. So this is from our crazy news story expert, Mr. Bernard. He sends us crazy news stories every week.
But he doesn't listen to this show.
So this week's crazy news story is man's horror as 4-inch devil horn grows out of his head. An Indian man has finally had 4-inch devil horn removed from his head. Shyam Lal Yadav bumped his head around 5 years ago. Soon after, he began to notice a mysterious growth. The 74-year-old farmer from Rahali village in Madhya Pradesh had his barber take care of it for years. However,
Had his barber?
I guess no matter how often it was shaved down, it persisted to grow, eventually towering 10 centimeters above the elderly gentleman's head. It became too long and hard to handle. Shyam had no choice but to seek a surgeon's help at a hospital. All was well, though. Neurosurgeons in Bagyade Churth Hospital in Sagar City, India, swiftly removed the devil horn from the man's head, and he is now recovering. Around 5 years ago, the patient, this is from the doctor, patient had hurt his head, after which a lump started growing. Initially, he ignored it as it did not cause any discomfort. Also got the growth cut by a local barber, but when the lump hardened and started growing further, he approached the hospital in Sagar. Ugh. In order to determine what treatment was necessary, Shyam had a CT beforehand. Surgeons removed the horn with a razor, and skin was grafted on the wound. However, they need to treat the root cause of the growth to prevent from sprouting in the future. The strange medical phenomenon, often referred to as devil's horn, is technically called a sebaceous horn. In medical terms, this type of rare growth is called sebaceous horn, as the horn is composed of keratin, the same material found in fingernails. The horn can usually be removed with a sterile razor. However, the underlying condition will still need to be treated. Let me pull up this fucking picture of this horn for everybody to see.
That's pretty...
It's pretty gross. So if you guys are watching and you guys are disturbed, just fast forward.
It's like a tree going out of his head.
It is a tree going out of his head, so there you go.
It's a tree stump.
For everybody to see on YouTube, that's the dude's horn sticking right out of his fucking head. That shit's nasty as fuck. All right, that's enough of that. I'm getting sick looking at it.
I would have left it.
For the rest of the episode?
For the rest of the episode? No, for this guy. Like, to live.
Oh, left it. For
Yeah.
him to live. Oh, why?
It's a conversation starter.
You think so?
Yeah. There's a fetish for everything. So
Girl might want to get fucked by that horn.
yeah, she just might want to pull on it a little bit. There's gonna be some girl who sees that and like,
I could put that in my pussy.
I could do something with it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Nope.
But I would have kept it. How many guys do you know are walking around with horns?
Not many.
Not many, right?
One time I went to Metropolis to the Superman Festival, and there's a dude tatted up. His whole face was tatted up, and he had the little balls inserted in his skull.
Yeah, but that's
that looked
not
like horns, a little bit like that.
But those aren't real.
No, they're not real, but he had them surgically inserted.
Yeah, he's a poser.
Yeah.
That guy.
He looks scary though.
That guy's all business.
He looked like a freak.
That guy's legit. That guy has an actual
Horn coming out of his
horn coming out of his head.
The guy that tatted up with the face tatted up in the horns right here, fake horns. He wishes he had that real ass horn coming out of his head. Dude, how do you think that motherfucker's gonna feel in like 20 years when his face is tatted up still?
The guy at the festival?
Yeah, with the horns in his head, and the gate, like the fucking 30-inch gauges on his ear.
I don't know.
Like, how is he gonna feel in like 20 years when he looks in the mirror and he's like all wrinkly and old and his fucking face is tatted up? He used to look like a demon. Now he looks like an old man demon. Like, isn't that kind of like sad for him?
Maybe. Well, I kind of see it like this. Like, I have a tattoo.
Yeah.
It's a Chicago flag, and I've always wanted to get another tattoo or more of them. But I was like, what do I like enough to get it permanently tattooed on me?
Pizza? Cheeseburgers?
You son of a bitch.
You should get the Little Caesars guy tattooed on you.
Oh, that's a good one. I like it. But yeah, just like, that's a big commitment, especially if you get tattoos. Like, I'm more so thinking about like, what do you do professionally? Like, if you get tattoos on your face and horns implanted, you have to have like a career lined up.
Right. You should get. Oh, I have a good tattoo for you. You should get the little Caesar. You know how he's got that little like stick that he has a pizza on. You should have him fighting Ronald McDonald with what's that shit called that Aquaman has?
A trident.
Yeah, a Triton, but with the golden arches on the other end, and they're like fighting each other. You should have a tattoo of them fighting each other.
You should get a tattoo of Aquaman hurting, like Aquaman with a Triton on it.
Yeah,
but instead of spears at the end, it's just like dildos. That'd be more
cool.
fitting for you.
Like in
and not a Jason Momoa Aquaman. Like I'm talking about the Super Friends Aquaman.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the 71 one.
Like the thin one, with the blonde hair.
The very flamboyant one.
Yeah, that's cool.
You should get that.
Yeah, I'll get that when you get your Ronald McDonald versus Little Caesars tattoo.
That is appealing. That tattoo is appealing to me. Nobody else has a tattoo.
You should put somewhere where, like, if you like move, it looks like they're fighting. Like, you just like give it a little jiggle.
Yeah, it looks like they're fighting each other. You're onto something.
That'd be great.
Moving on.
All right. Do you have any other gripes?
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I do have a gripe.
Go ahead.
Another gripe. Actually, I had multiple gripes, but I don't know anymore.
You got plenty of. Look, if Tony's not here, you can do one for him, one for yourself, one for Tony.
I know, but I gotta go pick up my girlfriend.
Well,
so
go ahead.
What are we at? An hour and a half?
Yeah, 24 minutes.
All right, I'll do one. All right. So the gripe that I can remember is I like movies. I love movies. Junkyard,
I love movies too.
You're a movie fan.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one thing about the movie industry nowadays that I don't like.
Uh-huh.
It hasn't just started, but it's really been picking up. And it's the problem of studios always trying to remake something.
Actually, my next gripe has to do with what you're talking about. But go ahead.
So the reason why I'm making this gripe, so they've been doing it for years, right? Taking movies, trying to make them, remake them for audience because they were successful once. So like, I guess the idea is that they'll be successful again.
And people want to watch it again.
But some movies, I don't think they should be remade. Case in point, the most recent remake rumor I hear is A Princess Bride.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's from the 80s. Was it the 80s?
Yeah, it was the 80s.
The 80s. It's
late 80s.
It's a movie called A Princess Bride.
Right.
And it is probably one of the best movies out of the 80s. It's great. You don't like it?
Not that I don't like it. I don't want to say it's the best, but yeah.
It's considered a classic.
It definitely is. Mm-hmm.
It's a great heartwarming movie. I don't even say heartwarming. It has Andre the Giant, who is very entertaining. And people love it.
Right.
I remember hearing this quote somewhere. I don't know who said it, but the quote is, there's two type of people in the world. There's people that love Princess Bride and the people who haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So when, I guess there was rumors going around that a studio is going to remake it, it's like, why? Why would you do that? You're probably not going to capture what made the first one so great.
Right.
Like lightning doesn't strike twice. So why even like, I understand why, but there's plenty of other movies that could be made.
So I sort of agree with you, and like I do agree that like I'm kind of split on this. I agree that you probably maybe should make more original things, but the problem is that people don't go and see a lot of original movies. Like people like want to see remakes. That's what makes money. And
no, I get it.
And it's a business, and they need to make money. And
I get it, but how? Make money. When's the last remake that it was a critical and financial success?
I don't know. I'd have to. Oh, Star is Born.
Okay. Okay. I forgot that was it.
That one just came out. What that one? Oscar.
That's a great example. Because apparently that movie was remade 3 times.
Yeah,
so twice. The third time. Yeah, it was the third time it was made. Okay.
Hey, third time's a charm.
Okay. All right. Not every movie.
No. I agree. There are, but the thing is, like, you can hit it out of the ballpark. You never know. So, for example, one of my favorite remakes, which I liked way better than the original, to this day I still enjoy it thoroughly, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Jessica Biel. that remake for me
was pretty good.
Was really good compared to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought the original was like really cheesy, campy. I know people like that. It was a cult classic. People enjoyed that.
The original one had like the budget.
Right, was small. I get it. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I really enjoyed.
It had like a budget of a High School Musical.
Yeah, yeah, but still, like the new one is so much. I thought was so much better. Like better acted, better written, everything. It was just better all around. Not all remakes are like that. I get it, but so this is my gripe, which has actually a lot to do with your gripe.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Actually,
Wake the fuck up.
I can think of a remake that I like too now.
What?
Well, besides The Star Is Born,
Spider-Man.
Is that considered a remake?
I mean, I guess, right?
No, I wouldn't consider that. So, one of my favorite is the Evil Dead series. And they remade it in 2013.
The TV show?
No, not the TV show. They remade the movie in 2013.
They did?
2013.
Oh,
14.
they did. You're right. They did.
And
I don't remember seeing that.
It was a pretty good movie.
The Halloweens were good, right? The Rob Zombie ones?
The first one. I didn't see the second one.
I didn't see the second one either. But anyway.
Okay, some movies can be... All right, go ahead with your gripe.
So my gripe is... So actually, because it's funny, because I was talking to one of my friends today about... He's actually listened to this podcast. I know he's going to hear this. I mentioned him before. He like, what the fuck are you mentioning me? I'll mention him again. He is actually well, he's not really my gripe. It's what he said is my gripe. He watched the Child's Play movie, the new one, which is a remake of the original Chucky movie, the Child's Play, right? It was not great. I won't say it's like it was better than the original, but it wasn't terrible. It was okay for me, at least. It was okay. It wasn't. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Whatever. You know, I did like the idea they put behind it. It's not really a spoiler alert, but for the original movie, it was it was a
possessed
doll.
By a criminal or murderer,
right? In the new one, it's artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
that went wrong basically, and became psycho.
It became a Terminator.
Became a psycho basically. Yeah. Anyway, a psychopath. So that's basically that. He didn't like it, but I like the idea. I was like, because this is more like now.
Yeah,
like,
it makes sense.
It makes sense. Like we are going in that direction. You know, dolls and shit are becoming
Robots.
A little bit robotic. So I thought that was a fun, a nice way to bring it to today's times.
He didn't
like it. His words were that it ruined the original for him, which is my gripe. That's my gripe. Like no matter how many remakes they make, no matter how terrible they are, you still have the originals. It doesn't take away. The remake will never get rid of the original. Just because it's been remade, it doesn't. Like you can you can hate it for all like I hate the remade the Karate Kid remake. I thought that was terrible. The one with Jaden Smith.
Oh yeah.
Like but that doesn't.
We already said Jaden Smith. He's a good guy.
But it doesn't take away from the original Karate Kid. The Karate Kid still exists. The original Karate Kid is still fantastic. I still watch it. I love it.
Also, I probably shouldn't say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Another remake.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Oh, go ahead.
The reason why I didn't like the Karate Kid remake is because you want me to believe that a black kid could get beat up by an Asian kid.
That's racist, Momba.
Can you actually take that out?
It's pretty funny, but even though it is a little racial, some racial tensions, but I kind of see what you're going. I mean, if anything, it should be a compliment, right?
You should probably take that out.
I'm not taking it out. Anyway, another remake I really dislike is Point Break. The Point Break remake, I watched the first 5 minutes of it and it was fucking terrible. I tried watching
I forgot
it.
they made
it was fucking... You forgot it because it's very forgettable. It's terrible. But yet, it still does not take away from the original Point Break. The original Point Break was fantastic. It is great. And no matter how many remakes they make of it, how terrible it will ever be, it will never get rid of the original. The original is always going to be there. So for him to say that the new Chucky took away from the original Child's Play is dumb because you can't get it just because it's remade and if you don't like it and it sucks or whatever the case is, it doesn't take away from the original. Always you can always go back and watch it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And also I don't know your friend,
right?
And no offense, but the original was kind of shitty. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I like horror movies, but I never understood why people like the Child's Play movies so much.
I liked it. I wasn't like a super big fan, but I enjoyed them.
They just have, I guess they have like a cult following. Yeah. But even as a kid, I was like, those movies.
Anyway, that's my rate.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I guess some remakes. I did enjoy the Eat It remake.
Oh, dude, definitely the It remake's fucking fantastic. Way better than the original.
I just saw the second one.
I saw the second one. I like the first one better.
The first one was better, maybe because they were kids.
Right, and Jessica Chastain. Though my favorite part is Jessica Chastain. She is sexy as fuck.
I like how they just had her walking around in
a
rain.
white t-shirt.
Yeah, with a low cut shirt for no reason.
Yeah, she's sexy as fuck.
Actually, I take it back. There was a reason.
Because she's sexy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but even still, both of those movies are better than the original. The original one sucked.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, let's get to because I gotta take a fucking nasty piss.
All right, me too.
Let's go.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mama, but I guess since Tony's not here, I will help answer. I am a 22-year-old female college graduate who plans to further my education. I've never had a boyfriend or been kissed. Although I've had casual crushes, I'm not interested in having a relationship in the near future. And I'm not certain I ever want to be in one. I have no idea how I would start one if I did. Sometimes I wonder if I were more physically attractive, it would be easier. I feel lonely, but at the same time, I'm happy being alone. Sometimes I'm not even sure about my sexual orientation. Is it normal not to know what one wants at my age? Don't know what I want.
How old is she? 22?
22.
I don't think it's...
No, I think it's... I don't know if it's... Because you never know. Like, what I say is she's a female. Girls should not... Or not... Should not. Most of the time, girls don't have... Even if you're unattractive, don't have a tough time... Shouldn't have a tough time getting...
No.
A guy. Because guys just want to fuck most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you want a relationship, that's a little different story. But if you want to just get it in, like if you've never had any experience before, not a kiss or nothing, it shouldn't be too hard to do. I say give it a go with a dude. If you don't like it, try a girl. That's what I say. Fucking put yourself out there.
She has no idea what she wants.
No. That's what I'm saying. Give it a go with a dude. If that doesn't work, give it a go with a girl. If that works, fucking go for it. If neither work, then you just probably don't want to be with anybody. And just. But
even in her email, she says that she doesn't even feel a desire.
Yeah, but she says she's lonely. Maybe she just needs a friend.
Yeah, maybe you just need a friend.
Like, get a best friend. And see, maybe one day you want to fuck. Who cares? Who knows?
Yeah, I think to make this quick, because I have to piss too.
Oh, dude, I got pissed so bad.
All right, to make it quick, culture stereotypes make it seem like you have to be with somebody or be in a relationship. You don't have to.
No.
You can perfectly enjoy your life without being with somebody. So if you don't feel like it, don't do it.
Nope.
All right. We good?
Yeah, we're good. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids in the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids in the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP. Momba, in a world full of...
In a world full of people who make mistakes, Jaden Smith is a good guy.
All right. We will hopefully catch you next week because Tony decided not to show up this week, so maybe we'll be here next week. Kissies on your dickies.
Right.